Hi, I'm Yesim. I hope you're happy and healthy wherever you are and no matter what you're dealing with. And if not, if today is not a good day, I hope this video will help you to get back on track. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a useful concept that helps us understand how we get overwhelmed by our emotions and lose control. This concept is called window of tolerance and is developed by Dr. Dan Siegel. When we say window of tolerance, we mean the optimal, the most comfortable zone of emotional arousal for us to be able to function in our day-to-day life. When we are in this zone, when we are within our window of tolerance, we are able to feel and think at the same time. Our emotions are tolerable. We might feel up or down. We might be feeling excited, nervous, happy or unmotivated, but we are in control of our thoughts, of our actions, of our decisions. We are not overwhelmed by our emotions. And no matter how we feel, we have a handle on them. So this is our optimal zone. We can be pushed out of our window of tolerance in two ways. One way is up. We might get over-aroused. We might be overwhelmed by fear, anxiety, panic or anger, or any other feeling that overactivates our nervous system, and we are pushed out of our window of tolerance. We are in fight or flight mode. We cannot think clearly anymore. We cannot down-regulate our emotions and we lose control of our action. The other way we might be pushed out of our optimal zone is going down by getting under-aroused, meaning our nervous system shuts down, we get zoned out, feeling numb or frozen. So the bigger our window of tolerance, the less likely we will lose our control, the less likely we'll be triggered, even when we have strong emotions. We are also mentally, rationally engaged, and we are able to control our actions. A bigger window of tolerance makes us more resilient to the stressors and adversities in life. A narrow window of tolerance is the opposite. We are less resilient, more easily triggered, and we are either pushed up out of our zone, becoming overactivated, highly stressed, anxious, having panic attacks, or losing our temper, becoming aggressive, acting in ways that doesn't serve us and our values and purpose in life. Or we might be pushed down out of our zone, becoming shut down, unmotivated, numb, and depressed. At this point, you might be thinking, I'm mostly in my optimal zone. Or you might be thinking, my window of tolerance might be quite narrow because I usually find myself losing it. I'm often overactivated or I mostly feel quite numb. Why is that? Why are some people have wider windows when others don't? Our window of tolerances are shaped by our experiences in life. If we are lucky and grow up with good enough circumstances, enough basic needs such as safety, food and shelter, and lots of warmth and care and nurturing, we will end up having wide enough window of tolerances to enable us to stay within our optimal zone most of the time. If we are born in stressful circumstances and have adverse experiences like poverty, illness, loss, neglect or abuse while growing up, each of these adverse experiences will narrow down our optimal zone. And again, in our adult lives, if we go through traumatic experiences or if we have a lot of stressors in our day-to-day lives, these will have a narrowing impact on our window of tolerance. Well, is there anything we can do about it? Yes, of course there is. Luckily, our brain and nervous system is so adaptable that we can shape it and reshape it, which means we are all able to extend our window of tolerance. When we find ourselves over-aroused, our emotions overactivated, if we learn and use techniques to calm ourselves down, to get back within our window of tolerance, the more we practice these techniques, we will be returning back to our optimal zone quicker and easier, and our window of tolerance will eventually widen. Have a look at our videos which describe these techniques. How to ground yourself, the mammalian dive response, or the stop technique. You can find these videos in our website resilio.net under Self-Help tab. And we will be continuing adding videos with techniques to bring you back to your window of tolerance and widening it. If your tendency is more to shut down, to become under-aroused, such as feeling lethargic, unmotivated, feeling disconnected and low, then our How to Self-Soothe video might help. And of course, starting doing gentle exercises such as stretching, yoga or qigong, even for a few minutes, will start energizing you and might bring you back to your window of tolerance. Another thing that helps is mindfulness. If we start practicing mindfulness, either in the form of mindfulness meditation or simply being mindful of our actions in our daily lives, within a few weeks we will notice that our window of tolerance will start getting larger. But the most efficient way to stay in our optimal zones is connection. Reaching out to and connecting with a calm and caring another is a very quick way of getting back to our optimal zone. When we spend quality time with our family and friends, or with our pets, in an engaged, relaxed, or playful ways, we are all co-regulating in our optimal zones. So, what do you think your window of tolerance is like? What pushes you out of your optimal zone? What brings you back? Leave a comment below to let us know. At Resilio, we believe resilience is within your reach. Take care, stay connected, and we'll see you in the next video.